Welcome to Booth Representative Training for ON24 Virtual Shows. This tutorial will provide you with an overview of how to be an effective booth representative. We will cover the following 6 topics during this training: navigating the virtual environment, who's here functionality, group chat and private chat functionality, updating the attendee profile, booth rep dashboard, and then we'll wrap up with some booth representative best practices. The first topic we're going to cover today is navigating the virtual environment. The calendar invite you receive for your booth rep training session should include a show preview URL and login information. This show preview URL is your all-access pass to the virtual environment. It will enable you to enter the virtual environment at any time before, during, or after the show's live day. When you click on the show preview URL for the first time, it will prompt you to enter your booth rep email address, password, and preview password. Once you have entered this information and click on the login button, you will arrive in the plaza. This is the first location all attendees will see when they log into the show. To access any of the show locations, mouse over the Locations tab in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. You will see a menu of the show locations appear. Since all booths are located in the Expo Hall, also commonly referred to as the Exhibit Hall, please select the Expo Hall. Once you are in the Expo Hall, you can search for a booth by scrolling to the left or the right using the scrolling arrows on the left and right-hand side of the screen. If you scroll over a booth, a brief description of the booth will pop up. You can click on the booth graphic to enter the booth. For a complete list of all the booths in the Expo Hall, click on the gray rectangle titled Booth List on the far left of the screen. You can click on a booth title in the booth list to enter a particular booth. The next topic we're going to cover is the Who's Here functionality. Who's Here allows you to see everyone who is currently logged into your booth. The Who's Here window can be accessed by clicking on its tab on the bottom navigation bar. You can also set the Who's Here window to auto-open for all attendees upon entry into your booth. The total number of attendees in your booth is indicated with a numerical value in the parentheses in the window header. You can view the Who's Here list with or without avatars by clicking on the avatars icon. You can also sort the Who's Here list to show all booth attendees or just reps by clicking on the reps icon. Booth reps for your booth are indicated by a star to the right of the person's screen name. However, when a booth rep is in a booth other than their own, the star will not appear to the right of that person's screen name. When you mouse over a person's screen name in the Who's Here list or while logged into the booth chat window, you will see a rollover summary of that attendee that includes 3 links. A chat link that you can click on to initiate a private chat with the attendee, a profile link that you can click on to open the attendee window, which includes additional information about the attendee, and a messages link that when you click on, you can send the attendee a message. The green circle in the upper right-hand corner of the rollover summary simply indicates that the booth rep is currently in the virtual environment. The next topic we're going to cover is group chat and private chat functionality. Within your booth, you'll see a list of buttons on the right-hand side. These buttons host a variety of content and functionality. Most booths have 2 buttons that enable you to chat with attendees, a booth chat button and a contact a rep button. When you click on the booth chat button, the booth chat window will open. On the right-hand side of the window under the participants heading, you'll see a list of attendees that are in your booth chat. It will only include attendees who currently have the booth chat window open. Please keep in mind that this is a public chat, so anything you type is recorded and can be seen by all attendees logged into the booth chat window. To submit a booth chat, type a message in the field at the bottom of the chat window and hit send. You can initiate a private chat from the booth chat window by clicking on an attendee's screen name under the participants heading. This will launch a private chat window. Once you type a message in the field at the bottom of the private chat window and hit send, the private chat window will open for the person that you sent the private chat, accompanied by a doorbell-like sound. You can engage in multiple simultaneous private chats from one private chat window by simply clicking on an additional attendee screen name under the participant's heading. The number of private chats you are currently engaged in will be indicated by the number in the circle that appears on the Private Chats tab. You can also exchange virtual business cards with an attendee from the private chat window. Just click on the attendee's screen name in the upper left-hand corner and the attendee window for that person will appear. Click on the Exchange vCard button in the window on the right. And then the attendee vCard requestee will receive a message for the vCard exchange request. This message can be accessed by clicking on the Messages tab on the bottom of the screen. Clicking the Contact a Rep button will open the Contact a Rep window that lists the entire booth staff. From this window, attendees can see which members of the booth staff are currently in the virtual environment by viewing the Online Status column. Please note that a member of the booth staff does not need to be in their booth to have their online status as online. They only need to be logged into a location in the virtual environment. To initiate a private chat with a booth rep listed in the Contact a Rep window, simply click on the rep's screen name. The attendee window for that rep will launch, and you can click on the Initiate Chat button on the right-hand side of the window to launch the private chat window. In the lower left-hand corner of either a group chat window or private chat window, you will notice 4 icons: an avatars icon, a times icon, a logs icon, and a prefs icon. The avatars icon will toggle the avatar image on or off for participants in a booth or private chat. Clicking on the times icon will display the exact day and time each chat was entered. Clicking the logs icon will display a complete chat transcription of all chats that have taken place in that chat area. And the prefs icon enables you to update your attendee profile. You can also update your attendee profile using the My Profile tab on the bottom navigation bar. The next topic we're going to cover is the Booth Rep Dashboard. The Booth Rep Dashboard is designed to enhance communication and coordination between booth reps as they engage with booth attendees. It is available for both Virtual Show and Virtual Briefing Center. The Booth Rep Dashboard is made available to reps when the show property Enable Booth Rep Dashboard is checked in Virtual Show Manager. This is located under Show Features. Booth reps can access the dashboard by clicking the Booth Rep Dashboard button in the lower right-hand corner of their assigned booth. There are 2 views within the Booth Rep Dashboard: Attendee Info and Rep Chat. The default view, Attendee Info, displays a list of the attendees who are currently visiting the booth. Detailed information on a particular attendee can be displayed by selecting the attendee in the leftmost pane of the view. The detailed information that is displayed includes attendee profile, number of booth visits, current length of time in the booth, chat status, chat history with other booth reps, and content access history. A booth rep can engage in a chat with an attendee, send an in-show message, or view his or her profile directly from the Attendee Info view. The Rep Chat view lists all booth reps currently in the booth as well as the conversation log between booth reps. Booth reps can chat privately with each other within this view. The next topic we're going to cover is updating the attendee profile. There are 3 tabs in the attendee profile. There is a Settings tab, a Profile tab, and an Avatar tab. On the Settings tab under Personal Settings, checkmarking the box in front of Display Profile will ensure attendees will be able to view your profile. By checkmarking the box in front of Send Copy of Show Messages to Email Address, any show messages sent to you go to your booth rep email address. On the Settings tab under Chat Settings, checkmarking the box in front of Open Chat Window when new message is received will ensure your private chat window will open when an attendee initiates a private chat with you. By checkmarking the boxes in front of Not Available to Other Attendees and Not Available to Show Staff, attendees and show staff will not be able to initiate a private chat with you. On the Profile tab, you can edit various fields of your attendee profile information. To edit a field, click in one of the fields, update the text, and then click the Save button at the bottom to save your changes. These changes will be reflected in your attendee rollover summary as well as your virtual business card, which is displayed on the right of the Profile tab. On the Avatar tab, you can select an illustrated avatar or photo to upload to your profile. To select an illustrated avatar, click on one of the images and then click the Save button at the bottom. To upload a photo as your avatar, click on the circle before an Upload an Avatar text, then click on the Browse button and select the photo from your desktop or hard drive. Then click the Open button and then the Save button at the bottom to save that photo to your profile. And the last topic we're going to cover is booth representative best practices. To ensure an optimal virtual event experience for your booth staff and the attendees that visit your booth, ON24 recommends the following booth rep best practices. Best practice number 1, a booth rep should not register for the show. Using the show preview URL with their booth rep logins will provide them access to the show. Best practice number 2, all staff should update their attendee profile with any new contact information and a recent photo. Best practice number 3, make sure your booth is appropriately staffed, scheduled so there is at least 1 to 2 booth staff on duty at all times. The exact number of booth staff is usually determined by the expected attendance, the length of the show. Best practice number 4, arrive in your booth 15 minutes before the official start time. That way you can leave a brief welcome message in the booth chat area for attendees, possibly highlighting items of particular interest, and you'll be all ready to greet and answer attendee questions once they start entering your booth. Best practice number 5, make sure your computer speakers or headset audio is on so you can hear the doorbell sound to alert you when an attendee is attempting to initiate a private chat with you. And our final best practice is the same show preview URL you logged into booth rep training with should be used to log into the virtual environment on the live day. The show preview URL allows you to enter the virtual environment at any time, regardless if the show is live or not. So this concludes our booth representative training for ON24 Virtual Shows. We hope you found this tutorial helpful and we wish you great success with your virtual events.